This episode was recorded in 2022. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Imagine the most desirable day in your life is taking place in one of the most unique and incredibly diverse country, and let your dreams come true. Hi, I'm Natalie Witt, and welcome back to the Wedding Destination Show. In this episode, you will discover a transcontinental country, Turkey. It's an extraordinary destination and full of resplendent sceneries that perfectly suit for an epic day. Have you ever dreamed about adding to your fairy tale wedding the magnificent atmosphere of the 19th century Ottoman Empire? If so, here is a chance to make your dreams come true. I would like to start with an iconic waterside city for private weddings, Istanbul. And our first venue here is Sedhalem Pasha Mansion. The palace has a very unique historical heritage and will impress everyone, even with high expectations. The mansion is one of the most remarkable constructions, as built in a large garden along the Bosphorus. It was built on the land of Yanikoy in 19th century. The main influencer among the architects was Petros Edemandias from Çanakkale. At first glance, you can feel the touches of the classical Ottoman architecture between the 16th and 17th centuries that reflect through the imperial style. You know, the design was renowned during that period. The mansion has a very spectacular interior where you can see an eclectic style which was complemented by artworks of Ottoman art. The palace was named after the grandson of Egyptian governor Kavala Mehmet Ali Pasha and former Ottoman Grand Vizier Sedhalem Pasha. So believe me, the mansion provides you with spaces for every stage of your celebration. So let's discover. Firstly, I would like to point out the Great Hall. The Great Hall is implemented in sweet pastel colors that create a fascinating glance. As you step into the Great Hall, you can see a baroque embroidered ceiling and walls with panel inscriptions, and I definitely feel the vibration of the historical heritage. The Great Hall is situated on the first floor and connected to the magnificent rooms such as Venetian Hall and the Golden Room that complemented the venue and make it more appealing for the wedding. The capacity for a cocktail, for instance, may be up to 150 guests. If you want to be charmed with your wedding ballroom in chilly seasons, we would advise you to have a closer look at harem. You know that the space is considered as the most splendid and grandest hall with an enchanting double staircase. The harem is settled on 2 floors, and the staircase descending from the upper floor looks absolutely stunning. Its interior includes original elements of the 19th century and breathtaking sea and garden views. In addition, it is connected to the study hall, reception hall, and ceramic and garden hall. That would be absolutely fantastic to use the entire space for celebrating a fairy tale wedding, right? And the capacity is up to 500 guests. The Sedhalem Pasha Mansion is a magnetic for couples who are dreaming about outdoor wedding celebration as well. The residence has a unique space called Clement's Garden. It's just a delightful space, especially for summer weddings, surrounded by a breathtaking sea view of the Bosphorus, which will complete the wedding of your dreams and touch everyone for sure. The Clement's Garden is located at Selamic exit and is connected to the seafront that is on the pier. The Sedhalem Pasha Mansion, being situated on Bosphorus seaside, has the most exciting features as a pier and a private ward which allows to transfer to mansion from the sea. That is a wonderful opportunity for newlyweds to arrive by boat, for instance. The spot is called Seafront, which which is a perfect spot for wedding ceremonies. Only imagine a fairy tale ceremonies holding right above the blue waters with fabulous panoramic view of the Bosphorus. Incredible, right? It would be one of the most heartwarming moments for sure. The capacity of the seafront for a banquet is up to 500 guests. So what about staying here? The residence provides this option for couples, so you can begin your honeymoon here by waking up in the most wonderful atmosphere surrounded by Bosphorus seaside and Ottoman atmosphere. Sounds like a dream, isn't it? The offer includes a complimentary honeymoon suite for the day and night of your wedding. So alternatively, you can take it for getting ready for the ceremony. Our dedicated team will take care of every little detail, including luxury travel support to make your stay an unforgettable one. To get in touch with us, please email us by contact@emeraldwd.com. Our next wedding venue in Istanbul has phenomenal architecture and can be considered for private celebration. Have you ever been touched by the Byzantine architecture and thinking of celebrating love surrounded by opulence of the 17th century? If so, the Küçüksu Pavilion really fits for it. To be honest, the palace creates the sensation of unbelievable sumptuous. Its design catches your eye from the very first glance and is one of the main cultural heritages of Istanbul. The Küçüksu Pavilion is located on the Asian shore of the Bosphorus in very peaceful surrounding. The small palace reflects the wealth of the late Ottoman Empire and it originally dates back to the Byzantine period. All these gorgeous supplements as well as stunning design are appealing for engaged couples. You know that Ottoman sultans used to stay here. The palace was constructed in 1857 and designed by the architect Gerberet Amira Belyan and his son in the neo-Baroque style. What was extraordinary about the Küçüksu Pavilion that the construction was very innovative at the time. The palace embodied the traditional Turkish house. So let's zoom out the interior. The rooms feature with chic fireplaces made with precious colorful Italian marbles. As you step into the Küçüksu Pavilion, you may notice the incredibly beautiful crystal chandeliers from Bohemia and elegant furniture upholstery and carpets woven in herrick. Also, there are masterpieces and art objects supplemented the hall and rooms. Just imagine how deeply the values of Ottoman Empire incorporated its signature in every little detail of the palace. The Küçüksu Pavilion is also renowned by appearing in the James Bond film The World Is Not Enough. The engaged couples find the palace very romantic. It has a gorgeous garden and grass area which create a palatial scenery where the reception can be held with a panoramic view over the Bosphorus. It feels like in a fairy tale. The space for cocktails and for receptions can hold up to 1,000 guests. What else the newlyweds can dream about? Turkey is a treasure trove for sumptuous weddings, and especially if you prefer the Sultan mansions and residences full of royalty, chic and great history. And at this point, we would highlight the Esma Sultan Mansion, situated on the Bosphorus glittering shores in northwestern Turkey. It seems like the palace has a shelter, the Bosphorus Bridge towering over the palace, and the overall view is so gorgeous whenever you look at Esma Sultan from a distance. The exclusivity of the venue is impressive and will meet all your inquiries. It has picturesque views, incredible indoor and outdoor wedding spaces, but the major attraction of the Esma Sultan Mansion is a private pier, so the newlyweds can arrive easily by boat. It's just a dream venue for unique celebration and creating memories for a lifetime. In addition, the Esma Sultan Mansion keeps a great history century behind. It is built inside the ruins of a brick palace that was built in 1875 by a well-known architect Akis Balian. You know that the Esma Sultan Mansion was named in honor of the daughter of one of the Ottoman rulers as a wedding present, being renovated and run by Marmara hotel chain. The residence was supplemented with grand glass windows, modernized with splendid design details inside as well. The venue boasts with lavish botanical gardens. It's also well known as high-class location now and is welcoming the most stunning weddings in Istanbul. So considering the venue for your epic day, it provides a garden with capacity up to 3,000 guests for reception and indoor spaces with capacity up to 600 guests. It's an ideal venue for an exclusive wedding with phenomenal service. So let's get deeper into Ottoman Empire. Our next venue is Edile Sultan Palace, full of romance and exceptional atmosphere that will capture the imagination long after the last dance. The Edile Sultan Palace is one of the Turkey's most well-known wedding venues. It has valuable historical meaning till the present time. In 1856, this magnificent venue was acquired as a summer residence of Edile Sultan, the sibling of Sultan Abdülmecid, and got its name in honor of Edile Sultan. You know that she was renowned as the only woman poet in the Ottoman dynasty. Being the most phenomenal woman, she made diverse contributions in different areas and especially was engaged in educational and social support. For this reason, in 1899, she presented Edile Sultan Palace to the National Education as Girls' School. Then in 1986, the palace was rebuilt. Now the venue boasts with a large outdoor area with a panoramic view where you can host your heartwarming ceremony. The interior of the palace includes exquisite design of the halls, high ceilings, spacious and historical texture, such as an oval hall for reception with capacity up to 500 guests. If you have not planned your signature wedding yet, you can consider all these magnificent venues to ensure that your wedding will be memorable. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening to this episode. Please subscribe, like and share to find your next signature wedding venue. Stay tuned for our next episode in 2 weeks.